Chris played it really well.
Yeah.
Like a genius.
No, I think, when the dealing is going your way, you can do anything. Check him right now, seriously. See what's beeping on his body right now. This is what makes me feel like it's holding his rig. Thank you. I mean, tell me it's not something is beeping here after that.
You know what? If you play every Tuesday here,
no, this is actually, this is not a normal play. I'm telling you, it's not a normal play, not a normal flop. A lot of people warn me about coming here.
As much as I agree with you how lucky he is.
No, it's not luck. I don't think it is luck. It happens like instantly right after I buy big. It's not a coincidence. I'm actually not playing tomorrow.
We chose not to silence this portion. I will explain later.
That's against him.
Yeah, you're right. You're free.
So Big John came out stuck, and he's got to be over at least over 20K profit now.
For 200 million, I'd do 5 years in jail.
So
200 million?
Shout out to Big John.
I mean, honestly,
good job.
Million, I think that's a big number, but it'd still be.
And Big John is watching.
We are playing an anti-game on Hustler Casino Live. We have a limp from Ludicrous, which is perfectly fine and standard. You will find that a lot of people limp in these anti-games. Under the gun +1. Then Dr. H limps with 9-7 of clubs. J Boogs limps with 5-4 offsuit, probably a little bit loose. Then GT in middle position raises it up to $1,000 with pocket aces, which is perfectly reasonable in this type of anti-game. Francisco then calls in the hijack. All right, a lot of action so far. Let's see what happens next.
Son, and
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think I could do it. Those years of his life are like the most important.
I look at it like this. Jeez. I'd miss the next 5 years. But then I'd never have to spend one day working ever again. I could spend the rest of my time with the kids forever.
Mike X decides to get really out of line and call under the gun with Jack 3 of clubs. That is too loose. Over round 2, Ludicrous. He was the initial limper. He has 8-6 of hearts. And what does he do? He makes it $6,000 over the $1,000 raise and call and call. And this may seem ludicrous. However, at least in GTO world, some of the best hands to bluff with when you're playing very deep stacked are going to be suited connectors. Now I realize this is a suited gapper. It's not quite as good as a suited connector, but hands like 8-7 suited, 7-6 suited, 6-5 suited, these are all reasonable enough to bluff because when you do flop a very strong hand, you're highly likely to get paid off. And when you don't flop a strong hand, you can usually represent the high cards because you would also play aces and kings and ace-king in the same manner. So this may look insane from Ludicrous, but I think it's actually fine. Let's see what happens with the pocket aces.
Doing things with the, it's over.
You're not worried about your safety.
All right, well, Ludicrous is doing Luda stuff. GT has aces. Francisco with 10s.
What kind of stupid conversation is that? I mean, the level of stupidity on this conversation is so high. It just, come on. Let's talk about something else.
I thought you were on in.
None of you will ever do it for any price, and even if you do it, you're a dumbass. So just, come on, let's move on.
Let's talk about the stupid game tattoo again. And how we're gonna get Robert to the.
So we got the last 2 in stand-up. GT has pocket aces. Mike X is the other one. Let's see what happens.
Wow.
How much?
John.
Go, buddy. Pocket aces. Bumps it up to 19,000. I think I'd probably go a little bit smaller given Ludicrous only has $60,000 in his stack. I think over the 6,000 raise, you can make it something like 15,000 just to ensure you get called by all sorts of nonsense because, well, to be fair, every hand is nonsense against pocket aces. So you really want him in the pot. Also, your 4-betting range should be very, very strong here. Just like aces, maybe kings, maybe some ace-x suited as a bluff, and that's about it. So I think you can probably go a little bit smaller because the range is going to be very pocket aces heavy. That said, 19,000. Pocket 10s gets out of the way. Now let's see what Ludicrous does with the 8-6 of hearts.
Like the other one, I don't think, I mean, I hope somebody thinks I was just going, I thought he was all in.
GT pops it up to 9,000.
I mean,
Because of the button game, Luda could be thinking he's got a couple of napkins.
yeah, but I just don't want them to think I was, you know,
I think we're a little bit behind.
Palmdale soft.
Yeah.
Palmdale
Looks like you
No, I'm not going to call him raising me.
Oh, really? On the river?
Right, because he's not going to raise me to bully me. No way.
Okay, good. Man, I need to start learning how to do that when I get your hands.
Hey, John, we're going to be buddies, right?
Yeah.
Win buddies. No, no.
You see, some went up and then it went way up.
One fucking card. It's me and you in the hand. Only the final score.
That's all me.
Wow. All right.
I wanted to the flop for sure.
After much deliberation, Ludicrous finds a call. And this may also seem ludicrous. However, you're going to find that the low suited connected hands really do not like to fold before the flop in general when facing aggression playing very deep stacked. Now, I realize this is a very dicey spot. Like, I would have not played the 8-6 of hearts this way. And combined with the fact that Ludicrous is out of position and he's not getting especially good pot odds because his opponent uses somewhat big re-raise size, I think it's just an easy fold. But you would much rather splash around with a hand like 8-6 of hearts than a hand like King-Queen of hearts, because King-Queen is far more likely to be dominated by a hand like Ace-King or Pocket Kings, whereas the 8-6 of hearts is usually going to be at least somewhat live. So this may seem insane, and look, it is loose, don't get me wrong, but it could be worse. At least he's suited. Flop comes King, 8, 3 snowmen for Ludicrous. Oh my gosh. Ludicrous checks. GT with the ace and the ace goes for a $15,000 bet into the $40,000 pot, which I think is perfectly fine and reasonable. In the spot, he wants to bet small because he wants to keep Ludicrous in with whatever junk he could potentially have, like ace-x of diamonds, pocket queens, any king, etc., right? And if GT starts blasting it, like let's just say he was to bet 1.5x pot all in, well now ace-x backdoor draw is definitely going to fold, and even pocket queens may fold. So this is a spot where I think you want to bet pretty frequently, and when you bet, you want to bet small. And to be fair, maybe even smaller than 15,000 is ideal. Let's see how Ludicrous proceeds.
Hold your horses, R.O. You'll understand. I'm going to let this one play out.
Ludicrous fully recognizes he has the super duper nuts. I realize he doesn't have the actual nuts. Come on, everybody. Get real. He has the nuts. He's not trying to fold. And he really, really, really wants to keep GT in the pot with all of his hands that are not premium. And if GT does have a hand like pocket aces or ace king, he's going to stack those anyway. So this is definitely a spot where Ludicrous's only option is to call, like he does.
Check.
The turn is the jack of diamonds, and you may be surprised to see both players check. From out of position, Ludicrous has an easy check. Again, he just really wants to keep GT in the pot. I realize he now loses to pocket kings and pocket jacks, but whatever. You beat pocket aces, you beat ace king, and you beat ace X suited bluffs. So you're loving this spot. The question is, should GT bet the turn? He has essentially $32,000 remaining in the effective stack with a $70,000 pot. So you want to ask, does GT more value protecting his hand from various backdoor draws like ace X of diamonds? Or does he want to do everything he can to make his hand look as weak as possible to potentially make Ludicrous overvalue a worse made hand on the river or bluff on the river? And I think the right answer here is probably just to check it back. Yeah, a diamond is not great. A queen or a 10 or maybe a 9 are potentially really bad if Ludicrous makes a full house with those. But I think this is a spot where checking it back is great, and then you can just gobble up a river bet happily.
All in.
Count, please.
It's around 30.
I have to call.
Trips.
Fucking kidding me. Jesus.
Wow.
And you have aces. Wow.
Did not think you.
Fucking unreal.
Didn't think you had aces.
Fucking unreal. Chris called 18,000.
Wow, did not put them on aces. Jeez.
Brilliant.
So crazy.
Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. How much is it?
32.
All right, thank you very much. Appreciate this.
No one cares right now, Francisco.
Appreciate this.
He's got it cooler than so gross.
That was a big one.
Thank you. It's brilliant. I enjoy it.
The river is the 7 of spades, pretty much a complete brick, unless someone happens to have 10-9 suited. Ludicrous puts the money in, GT finds the call, and GT loses the pot. There's a bit of table talk about how this was an unbelievable hand, and what I want to know is, do you think there's a chance that Ludicrous was somehow cheating in this spot? Take a second, think about it, and let me know what you think in the comment section down below. And while you're down there, click the like and subscribe button, please.
Thank you very much, Chris.
Yeah, thank you. Great.
How much was it pre-flop? 20,000, 19,000.
Chris played it really well.
Yeah.
Like a genius.
No, I think, you know, when the dealing is going your way, you can do anything.
It's feeling like it. God.
Oh, you're supposed to hit that, Chris.
Hey,
Just
Luis,
hit the 8-8 flop.
It was really that much free.
can I have a call?
19,000, I think. Yeah.
It was not 19,000 pre-flop. It was.
It was 19
it
pre-flop.
is.
19,000.
19,000.
How did he with me? No.
Oh, he made it 19,000.
19.
Chris
He
called
called
19,000.
I don't know. Check him really, right now. Check him right now. Seriously.
From what?
I know. Just check. See what's beeping on his body right now. This is unbelievable. I'll play with you guys anymore.
Oh, that's how you get
Rigged.
fly around here.
This is what makes me feel like it's holding this rigged.
Thank you.
I mean, can't really. There's no explanation for this. Guy calls 19K with 6-8 suit, and he just flops it. I mean, tell me it's not something is beeping here up his ass.
You know what? If you play every Tuesday here,
Yeah.
you get used to his.
No, this is
Lucky
actually, this is not a normal play. I'm telling you, it's not a normal play. It's not a normal flop. No. I'm just saying. Look, a lot of people.
100%.
I'm gonna talk to Ryan about this. A lot of people
100%.
warn me about coming here. Do you really want to go back there? Is what they tell me about everything else. Because this is an evidence of
You got a
that.
bunch of people that are.
This is an evidence of
They
this.
don't know what they're talking about. Just so you know.
Well, as much as I agree with you how lucky he is,
No, it's
That's
not
why
luck.
he's
I
a dummy.
don't think it is luck.
You can check me.
No, I really don't think it's luck.
It'd be better off if you checked him right now so you're having any doubts if it wouldn't.
I'm okay with it. Sorry, GT. You're just gambling, really.
Mike.
I really have. I would love to give it a benefit of doubt, but I can't.
Well, what?
I'd love to give it the benefit of doubt, but I'm unable to give it. I mean, any.
GT, in the big game, I called like
too much.
I called like a third of my stack with Jack 5 suited against you when you had kings. Come on.
It's too much of a coincidence for it to be just a coincidence, my friend.
Did you win that hand?
No, he had kings. I had Jack 5.
Too much of a coincidence for it to be
put
just
in like,
a random
you put like
accident.
15 or 20,000 free. I called with Jack 5.
This is first question. Do you remember the hand he's talking about?
I don't need to remember anything right now.
I think it's very relevant.
Just let him cool down.
Check.
This is a huge pot.
Check. All right, check her out.
To be fair.
May hand you a question. 245.
Every time I come here, there's a cooler like this, particularly when I have bought in red big. It happens like instantly right after I buy big. It's not a coincidence. I'm actually not playing tomorrow.
900.
Not a coincidence. I mean, look at the timing. 500K, instant. I don't know. Tell me if it's
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah,
To be fair,
guys, I'm going to let
stuff like that,
GT cook,
it's just such a.
and then I'm going to explain to you why I'm quiet, but we're going to talk
It's not a
after.
coincidence, man. Seriously, it is not. It is. I'm going to be awful.
And Pink, this is maybe why I didn't want to flip
It's
with you.
not. Because I think as soon as I buy, instantly I get a hand built like this. And that too, improbable call. Now 19K with like a suited connectors. That's just not. I
don't know.
It's not. It's just too perfect.
All right, GT.
We want to allow GT to say everything he wants to say.
Another heart, please.
We could have muted this because we're on an hour delay. We chose not to. We're not going to.
Okay, at least I
And I'm
have
going to
space.
talk when
5. Oh my
this is
God!
done.
I have pretty good, huh?
This is my last session at Hustler. Period. This is not natural, man. It doesn't happen anywhere.
GT, I just want to tell you, I played for many times for a lot of money.
Maybe you're not picked for that treatment.
Okay.
Right? Because
With Chris, and I never see any.
maybe you're not picked for that treatment.
No.
So I don't think it
I
happens.
just tell you my opinion what happened for many years. I never see anything. And I have a
Maybe
lot,
look, the timing is too uncanny, man. Look, I mean, I add 100 next hand. It's not that to a guy that just plays every week.
But the adding 100 and next hand doesn't make any sense, right? How would you do it?
The game lasts only another hour. Might as well take advantage right now.
Right, but you chose to add the 100. That deck was already made. You can't get a signal. You can't get a signal that you just had the 100. It's not possible.
Race too early. Race too early.
It doesn't take much.
I mean, if you called after the flop, I could see.
Let it. Please let it.
I mean, everybody probably sees it. They understand why he's upset, and I do too. I mean,
The timing of it is too much to be accidental.
He's got a reason to be upset,
Yeah.
but
We
it's just
discussed
hard
that
being
there is a reason
called a
he's
cheater.
upset and
It's tough.
Too much to be accidental.
It's me.
No wonder I'm asked to come here. Sitting at 500K. Second hand, I get kings. Nick Airball gets fours. Flops a set right away. Similarly, I raised big. Happens immediately after I had my 400.
Big draw.
21-27. Good lay down.
Robert wants once.
One time, right?
Because I mean, he could say that it doesn't happen, never happens to me.
What do you have, the diamond?
It doesn't make sense to take your
5-5.
do that to regulars. It absolutely makes sense to the guy who just comes every now and then.
You flipped it down so hard that the second guess if it was a diamond or not.
It's peculiar.
I didn't want to hit it.
I didn't
want to hit it.
Oh, I get it.
Sure, I mean, Francisco can say it never happens to me. This is
gotta be helpful right
you
now.
don't do that to regulars. You do that to one guy that comes every now and then, buys in big. Him over.
He's talking about the double M Mariano hand too? Maybe
See, I haven't heard
talking
any
about
of
the double
this
M Mariano hand too?
until right now. And, man, wow. I don't know. Why don't you leave now?
I guess I see what he's saying, where double M doesn't show up
Doesn't
often,
make sense.
and Mariano does, and Nick Airball shows up often, and he doesn't. I get it, but it's not true. But
He doesn't know that you're just an absolute monkey with a machine gun that tries to give it away, but somehow.
I can't blame him for being upset, but he's wrong. I fully submit to full naked check. I'm not trying to make fun of him. I understand his upsetness, and I'm okay with.
I think he'd rather just hand that to you than see you naked anyway. So. Option? 300 more.
So, I don't know. Everyone's scared of male nudity. It's totally fine.
Really glad Luda offered that. I didn't know that either.
Make it 2,000. Just 2 bars.
That's what I thought too. It would have been worse if I said it's not. That's why I was worried about kings, not like 6.
Ever.
Yeah. So I feel like I played that perfectly, but I was the appointed, anointed loser there.
We did play it hard. We can do nothing different, no matter what.
Designated loser.
Turns, check.
I checked because I put him on kings. And if he goes all in, I have to call him.
Bump it up.
Do we have time for one more or no? Don't play another one?
Yeah,
No,
I don't
I'm
think
actually
so.
out.
I don't think so.
I'm at leap soon too. I don't want to play anymore.
No, we don't have to.
I still have a lot of chips, so maybe there's another setup coming.
Can I have a quarter? Thank you.
I just telling you, GT, like 3-4 times, please bluff me with the over $40,000.
Francisco, can I request something?
Well,
No. Can I request something?
Yeah.
Don't talk me out of this.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you. I feel the way I feel, and I feel very strongly about it. So, yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
While this hand was pretty wild, he just flopped 3/8 right on the flop. Life's easy. I think there's like no chance there was cheating in this hand at all. Because, like I said, some of the best hands to get aggressive with are suited connected hands when you're playing very, very deep stacked. And some of the best hands to call 3-bet, 4-bets, 5-bets with are going to be suited connectors. Now look, I think Ludicrous was probably a little bit too ludicrous pre-flop with calling a somewhat big re-raise with the suited gapper from out of position. But look, these are loose, splashy, battly games. I don't even think I mentioned this. We're also playing the stand-up game where if you are the last one standing, you have to pay everyone some money. So that also impacts the situation to where players are going to be a little bit loosey-goosey. And all that combined makes me think this is just one of those weird yet standard spots where the ace-6 suited is going to try to see the flop, and once it sees the flop, well, all the money is going to go in. No cheating here, pretty much definitively. That's going to be it for today. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Good luck, have fun, and I'll talk to you next time.